Your eyes open slowly. The room around you is dark, cool, and dead quiet. A single lamp flickers on above a long metal table. You're sitting in a chair you don't remember choosing. A screen on the wall buzzes to life. The face that appears is partly hidden in shadow, just a jaw, a pair of sharp eyes, and a silver earpiece. Agent, you've been selected for a mission of the highest classification. The voice is calm. Too calm. A file slides across the table toward you. The cover reads, Operation Nightfall. Stamped in red, eyes only. You open it. Inside are photographs, blueprints, and a single name circled in red ink. Vance Krell. Krell is a rogue scientist. The voice continues. He has stolen something that doesn't belong to him, something that could change the world. Not for the better. A holographic map shimmers above the table. It shows a massive compound on the edge of a frozen mountain range. One blinking red dot pulses at its center. That dot is the Infinity Drive, a device capable of overwriting any digital system on the planet. Every bank, every government, every power grid. You feel the weight of that sentence land somewhere in your chest. Your mission: infiltrate Krill's facility, retrieve the drive, and get out. You have exactly 45 minutes before the facility locks into full security protocol. The screen flicks off. The room goes dark again. On the table in front of you, a sleek black watch, a grappling hook no bigger than a pen, a pair of glasses with a faint blue tint, and a small earpiece. You pick up the earpiece and press it in. A familiar voice crackles through. This is Sparrow. I'll be your eyes in the sky tonight. Try not to do anything reckless. A pause. More reckless than usual. You almost smile. Almost. You put on the glasses. A heads-up display flickers to life. A timer begins counting down from 45:00. Time to move. The helicopter drops you into biting cold wind. Snow swirls around you in every direction. Below, through the storm, you can see the compound, a massive angular building carved into the mountainside like a scar. You pull a cord. A compact paraglider snaps open above you, silent as a whisper. Infrared shows 12 guards on patrol, Sparrow says in your ear. Southeast wall has a window. 30-second blind spot between camera sweeps. That's your way in. You bank left, adjusting your angle through the wind. The compound grows larger. The lights are bright white and unfriendly. You land hard on a ridge just above the southeast wall. Snow scatters around you. You press flat against the rock, breathing slow. A guard passes below, boots crunching, breath steaming in the cold air. You count. 5 seconds. 10. They round the corner. Now, you fire the grappling hook. It catches on a ledge above the window with a soft, satisfying thunk. Hand over hand, you pull yourself up the side of the wall. Your fingers are cold. The wind pushes against you like it's trying to change your mind. You reach the window. Through the blue-tinted glasses, you scan the room inside, empty. Heat signatures show clear. You pull a small tool from your sleeve and get to work on the latch. 3 seconds. The window pops open. You slip inside. The warmth hits you immediately. You're in a maintenance corridor, pipes running along the ceiling, dim orange lights lining the floor. You're in, Sparrow confirms. The drive is 3 levels down. Elevator's compromised, guards are using it. You'll need the service stairs. You move quietly. Each step is deliberate. The corridor hums with the sound of machinery somewhere beneath your feet. You pass a door marked authorized personnel only. You try the handle. Locked. Of course it is. The glasses ping. A faint orange outline appears on the door, a keypad lock with a 6-digit code. Sparrow, I need the access code for sub-level security doors. Already on it. A beat. Okay, try 7-7-4-1-9-2. You punch it in. A red light blinks. Denied. Try it backwards. You raise an eyebrow. But you try it. 2-9-1-4-7-7. The light turns green. The door clicks open. Don't ask me how I know that, Sparrow says. You slip through into a wider hallway. This one is better lit, white floors, white walls, cameras mounted at every corner. The glasses highlight each camera in yellow. Their sweep patterns draw themselves out in front of you like a dance. You time the first one. 5 seconds moving, then freeze behind a support pillar. 3 seconds. Move again. You make it to the stairwell door. You push through slowly, checking below, and stop. 2 guards are stationed at the bottom of the stairs, talking quietly. One of them is laughing about something. The other is eating a sandwich. You pull back. Think. You look at the watch on your wrist. It has a small button on the side. The gadget briefing called it a distraction pulse. Sends a sound to any nearby electronic device. You point it toward a vending machine at the far end of the lower corridor. Press the button. The machine suddenly blares out a jingle, cheerful and completely out of place. Both guards spin around, confused. What the? Is that the vending machine again? They walk toward it, shaking their heads. You move. fast and quiet, down 2 flights of stairs to the sublevel door. You're doing well. Ish, Sparrow says. The sublevel is different. The air is colder. The lights are blue-white and clinical. This isn't maintenance, this is where the real work happens. Wall-mounted screens display scrolling data you can't fully read. Servers line the corridor in glass cases, blinking steadily like sleeping eyes. You keep moving, room after room. Then, you stop. Through a reinforced glass panel, you see a large circular lab. In the center, on a pedestal, sits a small silver device no bigger than a thumb drive. It pulses with a faint blue light. The Infinity Drive. But standing between you and it is something you weren't briefed on. A laser grid. Floor to ceiling. Wall to wall. Every beam perfectly spaced, perfectly impossible. Sparrow, you say quietly. You didn't mention the laser grid. A long pause. The blueprints must have been updated. You study the grid through the glass. The beams are thin, white, and absolutely unforgiving. The glasses map the pattern in green overlay lines. There are gaps, small ones, tight ones. I can see a path, you mutter, if I move exactly right. Your glasses can guide you, Sparrow says. Go slow. The grid resets every 90 seconds, so if you trigger a beam, you have about 3 seconds before the alarm sounds. No pressure. You open the lab door carefully. Cold air rushes out. You step inside. The first beam is at ankle height. You step high and slow over it. Your shoe clears it by 2 centimeters. The second is diagonal. You twist sideways, arms pressed to your sides, and slide through. The third is the hardest. It's at chest height and waist height at the same time. You have to crouch and lean simultaneously, moving forward in a way your spine will probably complain about later. Sweat at your temple. Focused breathing. 4 more beams. Each one past. Each one close. And then you're through. You reach the pedestal. The Infinity Drive sits there, humming softly. Up close, it glows a deeper blue, almost like it's alive. You reach out. Your fingers close around it. The humming stops. Then an alarm you didn't expect. Not a blaring siren. A soft, escalating tone, getting louder. That's a pressure sensor, Sparrow says, and you can hear her wince through the earpiece. The pedestal. It registered a weight change. Why didn't you? Updated blueprints, remember? You look around quickly. On a nearby counter, a small calibration weight used for lab equipment. You grab it and press it onto the pedestal right as the tone reaches your ear. The tone stops. Silence. You exhale. Nice thinking, Sparrow says. Now get out of there. You tuck the drive into a secure inner pocket and start back through the laser grid. The grid has shifted, new pattern, 90-second reset. You recalculate. Different path. You move through it again, slower this time, more careful. You reach the other side. The lab door slides open, and you walk directly into someone standing on the other side. You both freeze. He's tall, with sharp features and round glasses that reflect the blue lab light. He's wearing a white coat with krill printed on the badge. This is him. For a moment, neither of you speaks. Then he looks at your pocket. His eyes narrow. You have something that doesn't belong to you, he says. His voice is quiet and precise. You had something that didn't belong to you first, you reply. He reaches toward a panel on the wall, an alert button. You're faster. You grab a nearby door and swing it between you and the panel, cutting off his reach. He backs up. He doesn't look afraid. He looks calculating. You think returning that will fix things? He says. The world's systems are already compromised. I was going to rebuild them better. That wasn't your call to make, you say. He presses a second button, one you didn't see. A rolling security gate begins descending from the ceiling behind you, cutting off your exit. You spin. The gate is halfway down. You have 3 seconds. You drop, slide under it on your side, and roll to your feet just as it slams shut behind you. Through the gate, you can see Krill reaching for a radio. You already running. Sparrow, he's alerting the guards. I know, I'm watching. Take the east corridor, it leads to the freight elevator. It's old but it's unmonitored. Boots, behind you, lots of them. You don't look back, looking back costs speed. You take the east corridor at a full sprint. The lights here are harsher. Every door you pass rattles as if responding to the alarm now ringing through the building. A guard appears at the far end of the corridor, directly ahead. He shouts. You don't slow down. You slide under his outstretched arm, using the glossy floor to your advantage, and pop back to your feet beyond him without breaking momentum. Left, Sparrow shouts. You turn hard left into a narrower passage. Pipes, steam, a ladder at the far end leading up. Freight elevator is at the top of that ladder. You climb, fast, hand over hand. Above, you can hear more boots, guards converging on the upper level from the other side. You throw open the hatch at the top. The freight elevator is right there, wide, industrial, smelling of oil and metal. You jump in and slam the single button button marked surface. The doors grind shut. The elevator groans as it begins its slow rise. They're going to reach the surface before you do, Sparrow says. But there's a transport drone waiting for you on the west side of the roof, 50 meters from the elevator exit. And between the elevator and the drone, a pause. Open ground. You look at the watch. The grappling hook. The paraglider is gone, left on the mountain. But the hook could still be useful. The elevator shudders, slows, stops. The doors open to icy wind and dark sky. The roof is wide and white with snow. And on the far side, across 50 meters of open nothing, a small drone hovers, flashing a soft green light. Behind you, the elevator doors ping. Another elevator, rising fast. You run. Snow sprays from your boots. Wind screams past your ears. The green light gets closer. An alarm beam sweeps the roof. You leap over it. 30 meters. 20. 10. You hear the elevator doors crash open behind you. Shouting. 5 meters. You grab the drone's handle and hit the emergency launch sequence on your watch. The drone rockets skyward, straight up, fast, taking you with it. Below, the compound shrinks rapidly. The guards watch from the roof, too small now to do anything. You hang on with both hands, breathing hard, heart slamming. Package secure? Sparrow asks. You reach into your pocket. The Infinity Drive pulses blue in your palm. Package secure. The drone carries you to a waiting transport. Warm light, a seat, silence. You sit down and let out the longest breath of your life. Outside the window, the mountain disappears into clouds. The compound is gone. The alarm is someone else's problem now. The drive sits on the seat beside you. It looks so small for something that almost changed everything. You did it, Sparrow says. Her voice is quieter now, steadier. Krill's in custody. Facility is locked down. The drive is out of his hands. Good, you say. You know he'll have others working on this. Probably. And they'll send us again? You look out the window at the dark sky, at the distant, indifferent stars. Probably. The transport hums forward through the night. Somewhere, a briefing room waits. Another file. Another name in a red circle. But that's tomorrow. For now, mission complete. The screen on the seat in front of you flickers on. A familiar silhouette appears. Well done, Agent. A pause. Get some rest. The screen clicks off. You lean back. Close your eyes. The world continues, safe for one more night because someone chose to protect it when no one else could. That someone